Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an end.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here in London. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now back to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, Murray. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish. Not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On play action, they'll throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Yellow, 22.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Curtis Samuel, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Nelson Aguilar, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 29, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. On play action, it's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Connor on the read option. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Murray fighting, lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Dancing to his left. Gets around him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Into the hands of Darden. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Murray now. And Owen coughed it up. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Murray trying again after the pick six. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw is Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Murray now on first down. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray again. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a somewhat disappointing season.